What's going on, people? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Spirits, Bikershit, and Nonsense. We're actually doing episode 24 today, and today we're doing something special, and I'm here with my brother and pal, Frank the motherfucking Tank. What's going on, dude?
What's happening, my brother? How are you, man?
Dude, I'm doing well, and
Life
as
is
our
good.
viewers can see, we're in a different location. Why don't you fill them in on what we're doing?
So, today we're filming at Bloodline Tattoos and Barbershop down in Palm Desert, California. So a very good friend of mine that I've known since we were like fucking 5 years old, bro. He owns a shop. He's been in the tattoo business for 20 plus years. Chris, motherfucking Reyes is here.
So what's going on, Chris?
Not much, man.
What's
Thank you
going
guys
on?
for having me here today.
And we have
on your
a
podcast. Great show.
yeah, we have another tattoo artist here, Moreno Tattoos, who's going to be sitting in and talking to us about all the different shit that he's been involved in the tattoo world. So our episode today is all about tattoos and the tattoo life.
So, hey, real quick, you just said something that I kind of caught. If this guy has known you since you were 5 years old, I'm sure this motherfucker has some fucking dirt on you, bro. That's what I'm saying. You got some fucking dirt on Tank, bro? I want to hear it.
Well, we're going to keep it G-rated today.
That's it, bro. You got to understand, bro, when it comes to me and my homies, we don't fucking rat, Holmes. Fucking
Hey,
get
it's
that
not right.
shit
He's just
You know what I'm saying?
sharing, past history and shit,
We keep that shit to ourselves. It's not like today where fucking kids go out there and film themselves getting into shit.
Yeah.
Back then, you kept your fucking mouth shut.
True.
Besides, there was no fucking social media. There was no cameras. If somebody had a Polaroid or some shit, they better hold that shit in their fucking room or they're going to get fucked up.
True.
That's the way it went. You know what I mean? But so we always start real quick. We're gonna go back and we start our show with a toast to the men and women of the service that are out there whooping it on, protecting our freedoms, making it possible for us to do what we do, and making it possible for us to be here today. So to you, we salute you.
Salute.
Hoorah.
Thank you for your service.
Thank
Hey.
you for your service.
Hoorah.
So talk to us, Chris. I know you've been in the business, 20 plus years.
Yes,
How,
sir.
how has it changed, man, since like when you started? I know shit was different back then. People looked at people different with tattoos, and now it's kind of normalized, right?
Yes, sir. It's a little more acceptable now in the public, in society. Back then, we were pretty much looked down upon. At the time, only gang members and felons and drug addicts were doing tattoos back then, Now we got a little bit of everything, women, regular people doing tattoos, good civilians doing
Right,
tattoos.
now
It's a little
it's kind of different now. Like,
Oh,
now
yeah.
somebody who doesn't have a tattoo looks weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what's going on?
Exactly.
What's up
It's
with
like the
that dude,
cool
right?
thing now.
Yeah.
If you don't have ink, then you're not really cool these days,
Yeah.
is what it
That's
is.
true, yeah. Unsocial
with-
swine.
So what year did you start in the tattoo business?
I started in 2001, established in Old Town, Indio, California.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was 20 years old when I opened up my first shop, and we've been grinding ever since.
Wait, you said 20 years old? Dude, that's pretty amazing, dude.
Thank you.
Not a lot of guys can, get their shit together at that age. They're just too busy partying and shit,
Yeah, I was partying for at least the first 10 years of business, so it was pretty rough. We barely kept the doors open. It was more of a party shop. We had a lot of people coming by and partying all the time there, at the shop. So
Hey, I was going to say, did you guys run into people like, hey, bro, we've been friends a long time. Can you hook me up? Free tattoo and shit? Like, did you run into those scenarios a lot?
I have, yeah.
Really?
yeah, all the time we
All the
run
time,
into that.
Dude, I say
What-
time is fucking money, bro. Like,
Oh, exactly.
and like you're a guy starting off 20 years old, you're trying to, get the business up and running. You can't live giving free shit away.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
then motherfuckers start getting mad, huh? Like, oh, it's like
Yeah,
that. You're gonna
I
make me
know.
fucking pay. I know. Hey, bro, they gotta understand. Like, it's different, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
when it comes out, it's your livelihood.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I mean?
I,
Yes,
I
sir.
believe like the older you get, the more time is valuable. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The older you get, my time is more valuable now. I believe,
Exactly.
I could be spending it with my kids, my grandson, somebody else, and sitting here doing a tattoo for $100. You know what I mean? Nah.
Moreno, what year did you start?
I actually started in 2017,
Yeah.
full time. Yeah, but I was in and out of the industry since like 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't
so you
sure.
got-
I wasn't sure if tattoo if if tattooing was what I really wanted for my livelihood, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's something that you not only do you have to have it in you, like you want to get into this
Yeah,
business,
yeah,
but
for
at the same time,
Yeah.
you gotta fucking like people are
Yeah,
gonna
you
come
gotta
up
put
to
in
you.
your work, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
of
are gonna come
course.
up to you and be
Yeah.
like, hey, I want this fucking crazy ass design and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh.
And you gotta be either yay or nay.
Yeah.
Like
when I first started, all my friends, hey, I heard you're doing free tattoos. I was like, yeah. To build out my portfolio and stuff like that, I was doing like $20, $40 tattoos. They'd come to me with these big ass designs. It's like, bro, I can't do that shit yet. Like, I'll put, your grandma's name better.
Yeah. Or you're like, hey, look it, I could do it, but I'm not sure if you want me to do it.
Exactly,
but I'll try. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
like, I want a full back piece
Right?
on me, and you do it in 2 hours.
Fuck, imagine.
You're like, look it, we can make it happen, but you might not
Chicken
be.
scratch.
Yeah, hey, fuck it. It is what it is. $40. Thank you very much. Fuck it, right?
You get what you pay for in the industry. That's for
Oh,
damn
that's
sure.
damn sure. Oh,
That's
hell
for
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's funny.
But like-
I have a bro that I go and get my ink done pretty regularly out in what's it called? Grand Terrace area, right? And dude, so I walked in one day, and this chick was getting her cooch fucking tatted, bro. And I wasn't trying to like see her vajayjay. I'm just like fascinated by the fact that you want to get that tatted. Like, I even had to ask her. I'm like, hey, can I kind of see it? I've never seen this shit before. That's, bro. And it was like,
you never seen puss?
motherfucker,
The fuck?
motherfucker.
I knew it.
You know what I mean? But like, I was fascinated because I was like, fuck. You could tell she was like, on the verge of tears, holding the shit in. And it looked extremely fucking painful, dude. So
Do you remember
my
what
question,
it was? What the tattoo was?
it was like a flower, and it was like a rose, and it was like,
Oh, I think I
It
seen that
was-
shit on Instagram. Yeah.
I don't know. I just
It was a
remember-
tulip.
That's good shit right there.
I like you already, bro. Shit.
Should have had a little fucking fisherman right there with the fishing pole.
Yeah, totally. No, but it looked extremely painful. She was like on the
I
verge of
bet.
tears. So my question to you guys is, have you had scenarios like that where they just want to do like odd, weird spots, bro? You know?
Yeah.
Like what's the most sensitive area you've done on a female?
We basically tattooed the whole body on females.
Really?
Males, yeah, everybody. Yeah,
Everything?
Yeah. After 20-something years in business, I've seen it all.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've seen probably about 10,000 set of Hooters. You know, it's all the same to me now. It's all,
Yeah.
I've been doing it for so long. It's just
It's kind of like
Yeah.
like being a doctor, huh? Like
Yeah,
you're just
exactly.
like, oh, it is what it is. It's just another day at work.
another day, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
pretty
a
much, yeah.
gynecologist.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, I've seen them all. Let's fucking
Yeah.
pull them out. Let's see them. Fuck it.
Some have more canvas than others, huh? Some we could do a little bit bigger piece on this one, not so much on that one. What's some tattoos that you won't do? Like, are there anything out there that you just you're like, hey, I won't do it?
Some of the tattoos that I won't do would have to be like, gang-related tattoos, I guess.
Okay.
Gotcha. Well, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Those I stay away from, only
makes
because
sense,
I
yeah.
don't want, the
Yeah, that
Makes
way
total
there's
politics
no.
shit to come to me and
Yeah,
all that
hey.
stuff. Yeah, I'd rather just not, Yeah.
No, you tell them,
Okay.
hey, have one of your homies do that for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it. You know.
yeah. Like I'm sure you got a homie that does that.
Yeah, right.
From your neighborhood
Exactly.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Any
those
other
are some of the tattoos.
any other places that you won't tat? Like if
I won't tattoo on any male genitalia.
Oh yeah.
I put that out
You-
there right
you've
now.
Actually, you've actually
Yeah,
had people.
fuck that.
I pass
Oh.
it on to the other guys.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, handling fees.
Exactly right. Fuck that, bro.
You've legit
No.
had guys come in here and say,
Oh, yeah.
tattoo
Yeah.
my,
Oh,
my
yeah.
junk.
Oh, yeah, all
Yeah.
the time.
No
I
shit.
just pass it along, and there's always an artist that needs money, and he'll take care of it.
They'd be
Yeah.
like, hey, that's like charge extra, double. You
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
charge
they
double to
definitely-
fucking
they
touch your
definitely
shit.
Yeah, bro. If you got to fucking,
Oh yeah.
you know, fuck all that shit. There's no way. I mean, I get what you're saying though. That makes sense. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Who the fuck would want to do that anyways? I'm like, no.
I don't know, bro.
fuck
You
that
said
shit,
you never
dude.
seen pussy before.
We meet some strange people here.
Motherfucker.
Just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Allegedly.
wise guy. Fucking wise guy. Okay.
now,
Wise guy.
what about different trends? Like, I know fucking tattoos get popular for a
Oh
while,
my
and they
God,
come,
yeah.
and everybody wants the same shit, and all of a
Fucking
sudden,
butterflies. Yeah.
That was
Fucking, the
Same
butterflies
old
were
thing.
in for a little bit. I was like, fuck, man. I stopped taking pictures and videos of the chicks that I would tattoo butterflies on. And like, well, what's wrong? You don't like my tattoo? I'm like, no, I just did one like fucking half hour ago. I'm doing another one again. You
like
know,
I remember back in the day, everybody wanted fucking tribals, and then all of a sudden, fucking tribals were like,
Tribal
ow.
was in. Remember this?
Right?
Tribal was in the
Yeah.
90s. Yep.
Yeah. Now
Every
it's
now and then we
Yeah.
do tribal.
Hey,
now it's this weird ass fucking tribal that.
The Polynesian, yeah, more of the
No,
Polynesian
it's not.
style.
It's like that emo fucking tribal. I forgot what they call it.
And then what's
Whatever.
this shit that I heard about? Like they have like super small fucking
Oh
like
my God.
micro
Yeah.
tattoos and shit, and that's like so.
I
And then there's
won't
like
do that shit.
it's like
What?
ridiculously expensive to have like a tiny little fucking
Yeah.
tattoo done.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the name of the
It's
style is.
micro
Realism?
Microrealism, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff looks good for the pictures and stuff, but over time,
Yeah, that shit
when it heals,
feels
it
like
might
shit,
look
yeah.
like just a blob of ink in the skin.
Really?
You know, it just
Yeah.
depends. You know, yeah. A lot of times that happens.
Or if
Hey,
you know
Tank.
dudes get fat, it's no longer micro.
hey,
I mean,
Tank,
that's fucking.
is
that's
is
a regular tattoo
is
now.
he the one that did your tramp stamp? Or is this-
Motherfucker. There is no goddamn transcript.
hey, you sure
I
about
knew
that, bro? You know.
I knew I saw something when you were setting up the cameras under the table, big dog.
Nah, here, bro.
I'm
That's
just messing.
funny.
I'm just messing.
Hell no. Dick.
Hey, I gotta tell you, you know, and you guys will probably laugh because I know you're heavily tatted. You not so much. I know you got some tats, but my
I'm
very
covered.
yeah. Are
I'm
you?
covered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But he's got.
I
him
can
in
say you
areas
got
where
your
can't see
you
him.
keep your like from elbows up, right?
I'm still living in the 90s. I always kept all my tattoos hidden because at that point we were being profiled. You know what I'm saying? Guys were just
Yeah.
it was just it was different.
Yeah,
back
we were
then,
just
you know?
talking about
So,
that earlier.
I always decided to keep my stuff hidden. I didn't want to be judged by
Yeah.
people. I wanted to be able to go out and get another job if I wanted to, and not have any problems. You know, like back then they judged you. You know, on
Yeah.
tattoos.
Yeah.
Like if you
Are
went
you-
to get
are
a
you
job,
s-
you're not getting that job if you got a tattoo.
Yeah.
Show
Oh
me.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I always kept them hidden, but my body's covered with ink.
Are you
I was
Yeah.
just telling you guys earlier. You know, I was walking with my kids at the mall, and this was like about 10 years ago, 12 years ago. You know, I was walking with my kids at the mall. I forgot my phone, in my car, and I wanted to know the time. So, I asked this lady right when she looked up, she fucking kung fu gripped her fucking purse and was like, and she like literally just walked away super fast, like I was gonna do something to her, you know. And yeah, you know what I mean. What he says
that
has a lot.
stereotype.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know, it has a lot of truth to it. You know, like I was, man, I'm still, stereotyped. You know,
Dude, you
Well,
know what?
though?
You should have been like barked at her or something. Fucking
I didn't want to
just
scare her that much.
intentionally.
Yeah.
So,
But and you know what though? But you've always kept that too. And like even when I came in, so Chris did my neck tattoo, right?
No
And when I
shit.
came in, he
Nice.
asked me, he's like, "Hey, you sure you want to put something on your neck?" Like he verified,
Right.
you know. He goes, "You understand that like once you start doing that, like it's," he goes neck, hands, face, head. He goes, "I always ask before I do it, like, are you absolutely positive because you're gonna be looked at different with those type of
Yeah.
tattoos."
Right.
So you've always been legit to that. Like you
Yeah.
kept
Oh, yeah.
that
Oh,
mentality. Like, hey, and I'm like, yeah, go for it. And you're like, all right, cool. If you're good with it, I'll do it. But you always go that extra step to verify. Like, understand that once you cross that line, like there's no coming back from that. Like you're gonna be looked at different when you have neck tattoos, face tattoos, hand tattoos, things like that.
Yeah,
You know.
and to be honest with you, back in the day, a lot of the guys we got tattoos because we were sort of like outlaws or whatever. Nobody had the tattoos, so we were doing it.
Right.
Now that everybody has them, a lot of guys feel like they want to take them off. You know what I'm saying? I talk to guys all the time that say, everybody has these damn things now. You know, like
Yeah.
they didn't do nothing. They never been through anything. They're all tatted up, and you know we earned our tattoos, and now we don't want them. You know because of that reason. So
So it kind of defeats the purpose on. Like it takes away
it's like
Yeah.
me doing it now. It's like, why would I do it now? I could have did that, years ago.
Right.
And
That makes
I
sense.
stick with it.
you know what I've noticed, and I'm not a tattoo artist, but you can see I got sleeves and I got tattoos on my body. I've noticed that as I get older, obviously my tastes change, but my tattoos get better.
Yeah.
You know, as far as what I get done. Quick story, because I'm a fucking idiot. When I was in the Marine Corps, bro, or actually before the Marine Corps, I'm like 21 years old. I thought it'd be cool to go get my first fucking tattoo. So what do? I go out and I get this fucking music note right here. This music note right there.
Just one.
Just this one note. Nothing else.
Badass, bro.
It's
Just
all
like this.
gone.
Fucking
Prime real
ding.
estate.
Yeah,
Just one note.
yeah,
Ding.
it's all gone.
That's all it
right?
was.
I just had this one, and for like a couple of years, I just like rocked it. Thinking I got tattooed. You know, I'm thinking I'm all fucking cool and shit. But then I joined the Marine Corps, bro, and then I get this gay fucking thing. It's a fucking wizard, right? All by himself. So it's just the wizard, all by himself, nothing else. And then I had those 2 tattoos, and I was out rocking them, thinking I was all fucking cool and shit. And then as you get older, you're like, okay, you know what? I gotta change it up. And then I just started adding. Next thing you know, I'm sleeved up. But my point is, I look back at some of the earlier stuff, and I'm like, fuck, dude, that's so gay. I'm gonna fucking add to it or fix it. But now, like, I'm 50 years old now, and it's things always get better, right? So I can imagine it's the same for you guys, especially you're fully tatted, right?
Yeah.
So
I got a lot
Same
of my
thing.
original homemade tattoos were on myself. Back then we couldn't find people to practice on, so we worked on ourselves. So like most of my legs are tattooed by myself. I was a teenager just scribbling on my legs.
So
Bro,
you
I
can
remember-
notice yourself gradually getting better
Oh, yeah.
as you're fucking doing it.
Honestly, I try to get better every day that I'm here. Every tattoo that I do, I try to make better and better, and I feel like I'm always learning. I'm never too good. I'm gonna keep trying to get better and
That's
better
it.
and better and better.
Now, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about something real quick, but then I think it's gonna lead into like the way equipment has changed in tattoos, right?
Yeah.
So I remember as a fucking kid, I moved out of India, I moved to Hemet. You remember that shit when I moved out of here?
Yeah, I remember
I was
that.
like 16 years old, and
It's the best thing you could have did, everybody.
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
because I was getting
it
into
was,
some shit out here.
Yeah.
It was fucking crazy, but my parents, they moved me out to fucking Hemet. I got in some trouble out there, but nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Hemet was like Mayberry back then. Like it was completely fucking different. I think I got suspended like 12 times from school for fighting.
Damn,
Before they
what the
finally
fuck
said,
you
"You're done,
doing,
get the
bro?"
fuck out of here." But back
12
then, like
times.
you would fucking fight and they'd be like,
Shit.
and a lot of times they just made us shake hands. Like,
Right,
hey,
yeah.
shake hands, you guys are good.
Yeah.
I wasn't used to that shit, right? Indio, you got a fucking citation, you got all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Even back then, they fucked you up, right?
Yeah.
So, but over there, they're like, all right, enough's enough. Like, you're getting a lot of shit. But that's good, leading away from what we're talking about. So, I'm 16 years old, and some dude made a fucking tattoo gun out of a pen and a little fucking motor.
Yeah.
You remember that old school shit?
Walkman motor.
And,
That's how I
and
started.
fucking guitar string,
What?
right? So I got my
Crazy.
last name tattooed right here on my chest, real small, right? Like in fucking cursive writing, old school shit, right?
Yeah.
And I go home, and my dad didn't realize, right, that he didn't know what it was.
Right.
All he saw was a tattoo on my chest, and he fucking loses his shit on me. Starts going off, and we get in this fucking yelling match. The neighbors call the cops, right? And cops show up, and he's like, "This kid got a fucking tattoo, and this is bullshit. I'm gonna fucking throw him the fuck out of the house." And the cops like, "Well, let me see what he got." I'm like, "I'm a little kid, right? I got my last name right fucking right here." And my dad's like, "That's all you got?" I'm like, "Yeah." It just
He's all
says Velasquez.
pussy.
He's like, well, that's not so bad, right? So the cops
He's probably like, go back and get a better
Go
one.
back and get a
Shit.
better one, pussy.
The fucking cop was like, this is what the fuck I got called out here for? Like, he's like, my dad's like, hey, don't even worry about it. Like, whoever the neighbor was, tell him we're okay, we're fine. Because we started yelling at each other. You know what I mean? The neighbors were like, what the fuck's going on over here? But it was over the first little fucking tattoo that I got on my fucking chest with my last name with guitar string in a pen and a little fucking motor.
Yep.
Right? Since then, I've got it covered up. I got this big ass fucking placazo that says, Me vale madre.
Eso.
Across my chest, which in Spanish means I don't give a fuck,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, but going from guitar string, a pen, and motors to the shit that I see now, fucking cordless, silent,
Oh, yeah.
fucking completely different equipment. Even, before that, you come into a tattoo shop, you always heard the in the
yeah.
background.
Oh, yeah.
You don't hear that. We're sitting here right now. People are getting
Except-
tattooed in the background. You don't hear that noise. Everything's like silent, different. There's cordless shit. completely different.
It took many years for customers and for us to transition over to not hearing any kind of sound whatsoever when we're tattooing.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know this, but by the sound of the machine, you can tell whether the machine is running well, whether the tattoo is coming out well.
Oh, that
Really?
makes sense.
If the
If it's
machine
tuned
is not
up.
running
That's
right,
interesting.
you would have a guy sitting across the way, and he could hear that machine, and he would be laughing like, "Hey, that machine's running like shit."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sounds like
so
shit.
we would know. So nowadays, we're watching the evolution of the tattooing machines. You got the wireless machines and stuff. We were actually talking about that years ago. We never were smart enough to invent the machine. Somebody else invented it. They're rich now. We're watching all this happen. Like I said, we started with the homemade gun. I started with the homemade gun. I was 15 years old when I made my first homemade gun, and that's when I started tattooing with the homemade gun that I made in my bedroom.
Oh, shit.
My mom used to walk in.
I actually started with the machine from fucking Amazon. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, cool.
Oh,
one of those
shit.
dragonflies. It was a coil. I didn't know that I had to have two different types of machines when I was learning how to tattoo. I thought it was just one did all. So
Yeah.
here I was trying to do like these smooth ass shadings, and my shade would come out hard because I was trying to shade with the fucking with the liner. Yeah.
Moreno,
Right.
was it? Did you use like pigskin and shit like that?
No.
Well, what do you
I
use?
actually used cousin's skin.
Yeah.
yeah. You know what I mean? My cousins would
So
come
here's
over.
your guinea pig, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. My cousins,
That's it.
and my brother, they would come over. Hey, Tamia, yeah, fuck yeah. Here I am pushing out these whack ass tattoos because what I mean. Like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
It was until I did my apprenticeship. I did a traditional apprenticeship, for a year.
Nice.
Learned how to tattoo, and that's how I, and
But-
and it's like he said, every day we're learning, we're bettering ourselves, like if the doctors have the highest degree known to mankind, call it doctorate degree, what makes us different?
That's
you know what I
it.
mean? Like
Totally.
and they call what they do a practice because they're also fucking learning every day
Right.
about the human
Gotcha.
anatomy.
And that's what I love about the name tattoo artist, because what you do is art. Period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, in my opinion, and I know it's probably gonna piss a lot of people off, but in my opinion, tattooing should cost a lot fucking more
It should.
than what it costs.
It should.
No, for sure.
Yeah, because you see art on the wall that costs fucking thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, right? And that's something that just gets put on a wall that maybe you see, people that come over to your house to see.
Right.
Art on your skin,
Yeah.
everybody sees.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
every day,
Yes.
right? So that's you're a walking canvas.
Yeah.
Right.
So in my personal opinion, tattoos should be more expensive
Yeah.
because of
I agree.
the canvas that they go on,
Right.
the type
Exactly.
of artwork that you get, and the fact that everybody gets to see it all the time, as
Yeah.
opposed to, dude, you could fuck up on that tattoo on a painting on the wall
Yeah.
and throw it away and start all over.
Yeah.
You can't do that on the skin.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's with you
It's
for life,
fucking-
for
it's
sure.
with you for life, and it's
Yeah.
one shot.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, this is the artist has this chance to make it right the first time. I mean, yeah, I get you could do some cover-ups and you could do some changes, but for the most part, this is it.
Yeah.
There's no, I don't like the way this is looking. Throw that canvas away. Let's start another one. So the pressure is there. So that's why I think, like, when it comes to tattoo artists, the fucking art, it should be on another level. And it just, in my opinion, it doesn't get the respect that it deserves.
Well,
Does that make
speaking of which,
sense?
how do you guys price yourselves out? Like, you just come up with a random number, or like, how do you work that out?
Me personally, I try not to overcharge people only because you know what I mean. Like, I attract certain customers. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't want to be like that person that's gonna charge like $1,000 for something that they can get somewhere else for like $250, $300. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, my pricing is pretty average and it's decent. Especially right now in the summer because it's slow. You know?
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
Oh, it's slow
and
in the
it-
summertime? I would think it'd be busy in the summertime.
no.
Not for us
Really?
here.
yeah they
Too
yeah
Well, fucking the
hot.
desert's hot,
Yeah,
though,
too
huh?
hot.
That's
Too
what it
hot.
is. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
winter time out here, the population grows.
yeah.
You get everybody coming from
wintertime,
different
yeah.
places to the wintertime
Yeah.
because they want
From
the warmer
Canadian-
weather. Yeah.
From Canada,
right? So, but
Crazy.
yeah,
I would
and-
think
and
it'd be
I know-
busier in the summertime.
No.
though.
Heck no.
And then
we're
there's
coming
different
up
things.
on season pretty soon. Yeah.
Nice, like October, November. Is that when it
Yep.
when it starts
Yeah.
picking up?
Yeah.
Now,
October.
I know that in certain things, right, you go by the hour, and then other things you go by the piece, right? It's like two different pricing systems. Or how does that work?
Some artists will charge by the hour, and they'll sit there with a stopwatch and time the whole tattoo. I don't do that. I like to take a lot of breaks. I like to take my time, so I usually just charge by the
piece.
day, either by the day or by the tattoo, and that's it. One set price, and we're sitting there all day usually.
And that makes sense. So then that person knows when they're sitting down, this is what they're going to pay. You know. Yeah. Because if you charge by the hour and then somebody's out there taking a smoke break and you're hey, wait, motherfucker, you took 5 smoke breaks. Like, I'm paying, what you know?
Yeah, and we'll actually charge. It depends on the situation. Like, if we're doing a show, if we're at say for instance Coachella Fest, if we're at Coachella Fest, we got hundreds of people waiting in line for tattoos. Right? They all got big money they want to spend. We're knocking out small little tattoos, 10-15 minute tattoos,
boom,
$200-$300 a pop, just boom,
now,
one after another.
Speaking of that, you guys are like in with that, right? When it comes to Coachella Fest, like your shop is there, you have a setup, the whole work. So anybody out there listening, when you guys come down to fucking Coachella Fest, that's fucking worldwide. Everybody knows Coachella Fest.
Yeah.
When you come down, you come down to fucking see Bloodline Tattoos and Barbershop, and they'll fucking take care of you at Coachella Fest because they're one of the few tattoo shops. Is there anybody else, or is it just you guys?
No, that's it.
No,
that's
us.
So right now, you're hearing that they're the exclusive tattoo shop for Coachella Fest.
It took many years to get us in there. Many years. You know, this goes back to 2001 when we were in Old Town Indio. We were watching the evolution of Coachella Fest. It had barely started. It started in 2019. We were watching all the people come into town from all over the world. Our shop was located 2 miles from the festival, so we had thousands of people coming in every year, and you know, all we could talk about was, hey, you know, we need to be in there. This is our home. You know, we started here. We watched the evolution of the Coachella Fest. We've been there since the beginning, and now we're here. Now we're in there. You know, it's not something that happened overnight. It took many years of planning and persuasion. You know, talking to the owner. You know, I talked to him personally. He's a really nice guy. Bill Folds. I want to give a shout out to Bill Folds.
Shout out to him. Yeah,
nice. I love that guy, man. He takes care of us. He takes care of all my guys, my crew. Shit, we love it, bro. It's the best thing that could ever happen to us here.
I gotta ask you guys, because you kind of made me question something here. You said when you do Coachella, see, typically from my experience, I've gone into a place before where this guy's been tattooing all fucking day. We're like 10 hours in, right? And so I'll come in, and this happened to me one time specifically, and I came in, and I was like, all right, dude, let's go. He's like, dude, I've been tatting all day. And I'm like, all right. So my question is, do your tattoos get worse if you've been working all day? It's like, or do you try to cut corners? Because with him, I was like, okay, well, you've been working 10 hours. How about we reschedule? I want you fresh.
You're smart,
right?
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do, you know. But some people can't wait. They're just like they're desperate or whatever. They want to get that tattoo at the moment, and we'll do it, you know. But to be honest with you, me, after 7-8 hours, my work starts going downhill.
I would say so.
I'm getting tired at that point. You know, I've been doing this for so long. It's like after that long, your work starts going down.
Yeah.
So do you? Oh, go ahead.
Story time, real quick. So the last tattoo that I did actually for Coachella Fest, I actually fucked that one up. You know, like I misspelled a couple fucking words. You know, and it's like
that's like the worst.
So, you know what I mean? Luckily, I was able to fix it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Thank God I was able to fix it. You know what I mean? But she was still pissed off, you know, because I put her through a little extra pain and whatnot. But I told her, hey, I'm tired. You know, like I don't think I can do this. So if you can come back, you know, tomorrow or something like that, you know what I mean? I'll get you in. No, I want it done right now because I might leave tomorrow and this and that.
So you gave her the heads up.
I did give her the heads up, but there's some customers out there, and even to this day, you know what I mean, like that, you know, customers that come here like, oh, it's okay, you know what I mean, like just you know, let's go ahead and do it, you know. So, you know, here at the shop, I would, you know, try to overprice them a little bit on purpose, and if they say yeah, then it's like, all right, cool, let's fucking do it then, you know. But yeah, there's a lot of hard-headed customers. that won't take no for an answer. They'll just be like, yeah, let's get it done.
Also,
It's like the instant gratification. I want it now. I'm paying now. And I'm like, they don't fucking understand. Like, you've been doing this shit 10 hours already today.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, come back.
Coachella, both weekends of Coachella and Stagecoach, right? We pushed out a lot of fucking tattoos.
Thousands of tattoos.
Man,
I actually, real quick, ran into my buddy from Boston, Robert Espel, one of our best friends. His people were down at Coachella this year, and we actually tattooed his people from Boston down here at Coachella this year. It's a small world, you know, small world.
Cool.
That's badass. Well, Coachella's fucking known worldwide, bro. That's huge.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you, JT. Okay, so.
Oh shit! Let's hear it.
No, this is on a personal note, right? Okay. Having grown up with Chris and known him since we were like 5 years old. Like I'm talking like before fucking kindergarten. We were hanging out.
That's a long time, dude.
Bro, we went through elementary school together. We went through middle school together. Our first year of high school, because then I ended up moving out. But I've known him since we were little fucking kids.
Okay.
And to see his success, see the shops that he's had, and to know that now he's at fucking Coachella Fest, the biggest fucking music festival, period. Everybody knows Coachella Fest every year, right? Like, bro, you don't even know like how happy I am for you, bro, and how proud I am that like, you know, you see your homies come up, right? That's what you always want. There's people that are gonna hate. Fuck that. When you're a real friend, you fucking really appreciate it, and you're happy for your homie when they're fucking doing good. And bro, that's fucking badass, bro.
Salute. Chris, dog.
That's it, bro.
You know what I mean?
You've done it, bro. And that's been through all your hard work and everything that you've gone through. Cheers.
Yeah, you know, to kind of get off, on not to get off on subject a little bit, but you know what I mean, like the tattoo artists that he pushed out of his shop. You know, if it wasn't for some tattoo artists that he pushed out of the shop, I probably wouldn't be tattooing now, because, you know what I mean, like it all kind of like trickles down to his bloodline, I guess you can say. You know what I mean? Like literally bloodline. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I started tattooing with some with one of my homies named Flaco. Rest in peace. He passed away about a year ago, and you know, Flaco started out at his shop. You know, and if it wasn't for Flaco, I wouldn't be a tattoo artist. And if it wasn't for him, Flaco wouldn't have been a tattoo artist either.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy how that works.
Just fucking like it's like a bricklayer.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Exactly
right, bro.
And he, you know what I mean, like, you know, not to jump on his nuts or nothing, you know what I mean, like that. You know what I mean? But like he's like the foundation of
bro.
You know what I mean? Because all of the shops that are, you know, most of the shops, I want to say like about 80% of the shops here in the valley that are in existence today, you know what I mean, some of the, you know, the tattoo artists came out from his shop.
And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't surprise me at all, because growing up with Chris is like from when we were kids, right? Growing up. Yeah. His fucking clothes fucking creased up, on point. His fucking car like immaculate, clean. Like that's just the way he's always been. He's always held this standard. He has this fucking standard that he keeps. It's like this is how I roll. Yeah. So, and his expectations are high, right?
Right.
So when you do that, all you do is you fucking force people to rise up to those expectations, right?
Yeah.
So when you have tattoo artists to come in, they have to understand, like, you have to meet these levels. Like, if you're gonna work at my shop, if you're gonna be in this place, your shit has to be on point, because this is how I operate, and I expect everybody. When somebody leaves this shop, that tattoo is a representation of Bloodline Tattoo Shop, and Barbershop, right?
Yes, sir.
So, regardless of what artist did it, it's still a representation of the shop, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So the standard has to be up here,
right?
And that's the way you've always been ever since we were kids, bro. Like, your shit was always. The fucking creases were the sharpest. Like, fucking, you know what I mean? Am I lying, though? Like, your fucking car was on point. His shit was, that's just the way he always was.
So
his shit was, you know, on point.
Let me cut you off, brother. One thing I do want to mention, though, is that he talks about the previous shop, you know, when I started, and the guys that I've brought up. I have a guy that's in, that worked for me. He's in Europe now. He's really successful. He goes by Shade. You know, Flaco RIP passed away last year. A lot of guys that I've brought up over the years.
Remember Rico?
Rico, too. He's in Texas. He owns his own shop out there. a lot of guys that I brought up off my old shop in Indio, we were actually in the ghetto. It was really, really rough for us, you know. But one thing I do want to say is, you know, you guys talk about the history and stuff about tattooing. You know, back then, it took me 6 months to get a business license with the city of Indio.
Damn.
They did not want a tattoo shop there. I had to go every month. I had to go to City Hall and go to a meeting with planning committee, the mayor, the chief of police, the fire department, planning committee, and the city council every month because they did not want a tattoo shop in Indio. I told them where I was at, where I was planning to do, and they said that it was going to bring a lot of gang members to the area.
God!
And I had to remind them that it's a gang-infested neighborhood.
Yeah,
it's a gang-infested neighborhood. I went to Indio High School. You know, I know all the gang members from Indio, Coachella, all around the valley, and it took 6 months to get a business license, but I had to persuade them, you know, and I talked to them, and finally they gave it to me, and I kind of paved the way for all those guys there in Indio now. If you got a license, you need to thank me because I'm the one that went through all that. You can just go and do whatever you want now.
100%. But think about the mentality, right? Think about 20-year-olds today.
Yeah.
Right? What 20-year-olds do you know today? I mean, I'm sure there's some out there, but the mentality that he had as a 20-year-old, you heard him.
Yeah.
Talking to city council, fire department, fucking city hall, all going through all that shit as a fucking 20-year-old.
Yeah.
We look at 20-year-olds today, and they're still fucking kids.
Yeah.
They're on fucking social
Making
media,
fucking TikToks
fucking
and shit.
TikTok dances and shit, right? But as a 20-year-old, he was operating as a fucking man, like not as a fucking child, right?
Yeah.
Talking to city hall, talking to fire departments, talking to city council, talking to all of these fucking different entities that he had to do to ensure that he got that license as a business owner. That's the difference between somebody who's seeking success and somebody who's just like in it for like whatever, right?
Yeah.
How many 20-year-olds would have given up the first time they told him no?
Well, that's the thing.
Right? You would have been like, well, that's not going to happen.
You
Fuck
can't,
it. Let's move somewhere else.
You can't,
Right.
you can't teach people work ethic. You can't teach them a passion. You know, like we grew up in a different fucking time. We're living in a different time now where like kids, you know, fucking young kids, 25, 26, 30 years old are still living at fucking home with mom and dad. You know, that time of hustling and focusing on your future is kind of long gone with the new generation. I fucking hate to say that, but it's true.
I see that every day when we get the younger generation in here to work for us.
Yeah.
I see the change in the workers and, you know, the workplace and stuff like that, you know?
It's like that whole entitlement, huh? Like,
Oh yeah.
Like-
It's their feelings come first. Like, man, fuck your feelings. You know,
Yeah,
like,
right.
you know, be a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
exactly. Step up
They
and
should,
your
they
business.
should be
Step up.
appreciative
Yeah.
because they don't know the struggle that we went through to actually be able to do a tattoo and get paid for it on top of that.
Yep.
You know, it was a lot of footwork that needed to be done just to get us here where we're at now. You know?
Bro,
and
tattoos.
they need to appreciate that.
Yeah, tattoos for the long time were the fucking taboo shit. Like, you don't fucking,
Oh,
you don't have nothing below your elbows. Like, what the fuck? You're not gonna get hired. You're not gonna get a job. Like you said, it's that was that whole mentality, right?
I started
People
getting-
look down on that shit.
I started getting tattooed in 2001. Actually, my first shop tattoo was at his shop, and Rico, the guy that he mentioned earlier, was the one who did it. I had no idea that he never did a tattoo with the professional machine. So when he was tattooing me, oh my God, that motherfucker felt like it was touching my spine every time the needle went through. Yeah. I ran into him at a convention in Mexicali when I started, you know, when I was still doing my apprenticeship. And he goes, "Hey, what's up, bro? How you been?" And like, I go, "Good, good." You know, we started chopping it up real quick, you know, and he's like, "Hey, yeah, I remember that." And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "That was the first, you know, professional, actual tattoo that I ever did with the, you know, with the professional machine." I was like, "No fucking way." He goes, "Yeah, let me see it." Took off my shirt and it was all scarred up. He was, "Oh man, I feel bad. Let me cover it up for free." I was like, "Yeah, nah, I'm good."
Hey, bro, but
That shit
it's
fucking
like, it's
hurt.
like a badge of honor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
for
you
sure.
know what?
So-
there
sure.
really is an art to the touch.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like some guys are fucking
The epidermis.
digging, bro. But some guys are really fucking gentle, and that takes years to
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
to
to develop that.
to get that. It
So check-
really fucking does, dude.
So check this out, bro. I told you that I moved out when I was like 16 years old, right? I went to Hemet. I was out of the area, but I was a martial artist. I was in karate. You remember that shit? Since I was a kid, since I was like 8 years old, I was in karate. And the dojo that I studied at was on Miles Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Right there in downtown
okay.
Indio. It started off as Butokukai and it changed to a dojo called Sedenkai, but it was still the same
It was some dude from
instructor.
Mexicali, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my Shihan, bro.
Yeah.
He was like a
Great
father
guy,
to me,
great
right?
guy.
He passed away.
I'm sorry, Tank. I
This
just
is
had
the
to do
shit
it.
that I have to put up with, bro, on this fucking show with this motherfucker right here. I'm trying to have a serious fucking moment right now and talk about somebody who was like a father
I'm
figure
sorry,
to me,
bro.
and this motherfucker plays some bullshit like that. I'm about
right.
to show you some of my
Okay,
fucking
man.
martial arts, bitch. But
Sorry,
I'm telling you, bro. So I was in this for years, right? And then after I got older, 18, 19, 20, 21, I would come back and I would train every once in a while at the dojo.
Right.
So I'm training there, and I walk out the back, and then I see Freddie. So, younger cousin that I've known since fucking he was like little kid, right? So I walk out, I'm like, hey, Freddie. And I didn't realize, so what it was he was standing out back behind Chris's first shop,
No shit.
right?
shit.
So that was on Oasis, right? Your shop was on Oasis.
Yeah, Oasis Street.
Oasis
Old
and
Town
Miles. And the
hood.
karate shop was on Miles, but there was a back parking lot that
Yeah.
it was kind of shared, right?
Yeah.
So I walk out the back
That
door.
was the infamous
Notorious,
parking
the
lot.
notorious parking lot.
The notorious parking
A
lot.
lot of
So
people
I go
got
back there.
beat up there.
Shout out to Freddie. I was out there bullshitting with him. He's like, hey,
My blood.
Chris is inside. Yep. And we go out and we start bullshitting. You come out and I'm like, fuck, bro, I didn't know your tattoo shop was here. What was it called? After hours?
After hours.
After hours, yeah. So way back in the fucking day, right? But then I'm like, oh shit. So that's my boy's shop right there that I've known forever. And it was literally right behind where I would come train there 2-3 times a week, not knowing you were a fucking block away. Because we'd kind of lost touch a little bit when I moved away, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know about the new shop and all that. So then after that, it was like, oh, well, fuck, I didn't know you were right here. So every time I come down, I come say what's up, that kind of shit, you know? So
I got
Yeah,
I got my first eyebrow piercing from you.
That's
And I remember you telling me like, you know, like, oh yeah, we don't open up early because, you know, fucking the Indio employees are always fucking driving around trying to shut us down. Remember that shit? Because
we opened up
you
late.
didn't have no certificates or nothing yet. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Old
It took
school
years,
shit,
man.
bro.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it took years, man. For that whole 6 months, I had the IPD coming over there every week, pulling me out, telling me, hey, you need to get that license. And I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
I'm trying. And shout out to IPD. They were great. They were awesome with me. They treated me well, you know, and you know, they just wanted to make sure that I had the license, you know, and we eventually
Yeah.
got it, you know. So
look at that, bro.
Yeah.
But you went
That's
from,
cool, man.
fuck it, we're going to open late so we don't get fucked with, to we're the only
Literally
fucking
after
tattoo
hours.
shop allowed at fucking Coachella.
So
How about that shit?
I was
bro?
actually operating there without a license. I was, you know, youngster. I didn't know what was going on. I thought you could just do whatever you wanted. I didn't know the rules about opening a business. I was fresh to it, and you know, they pulled me out and told me, you know, how it had to be, and
And look it.
Yep.
But look at how far you came, bro. That's what fucking matters. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
All that shit
that's awesome,
is what
dude.
fucking built what is today.
I met. So a quick story. Ben Goutron from the IPD. He had stopped by one day. He had said he got a call from the captain. The captain was driving by after work and he had seen the shop open. And he was wondering, like, hey, do we got a shop in Indio? And he sent Ben down to come check it out. You know, I talked to Ben the next day out back, and he's like, hey, what's going on? You know, captain sent me down here. I'm just like, hey, you know, we're just trying to run the shop, you know, trying to make money to provide for my kids. And he said, well, you got to go through the whole process, man. And he treated me really nicely, you know. They all treated me good, and eventually I got the license. But
Yeah.
they were there to make sure that they wanted to see what was going on. You know, they hadn't had a shop, from what the city told me, they hadn't had a shop since the 70s. And they said in the 70s they had a shop on Flower Street in Old Town Indio. And they said it was a biker shop, and they said they closed them down. So they had a really bad taste in their mouth as far as what tattoos were, and they didn't want to see it. They didn't want nothing to do with it. But when they seen me go up there and talk to him, and they realized, you know, this guy's a decent guy, you know, looks nice, he's not all beat up, you know, and they said, you know, we're going to give you a license. So,
And you want to hear something
grandfathered me
crazy?
in.
So fucking Ben indirectly is related to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Nice.
he's related to one of my cousins, right? So,
Yeah.
Dude, I've heard nothing but
love
good
Ben.
stories about
I love
him.
Ben.
And
Cousin.
Great
yeah,
guy.
he's always
Treated
been
me good.
he's always been like one of those dudes that like what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
It was, regardless of what this says you're supposed to do or how. What's the right thing to do? That's how he operated,
Yeah.
and that's why he's always earned that respect. So shout out to Ben Guithron
Yeah, I love Ben.
from Indio. So he, I think
That's
he's retired
awesome,
now.
dude.
He's retired now, and he was out there doing a good job
Yeah.
representing his community and taking care of the people of the community and ensuring that everybody got a fair shake.
Yep,
Because that's what it's all
exactly.
about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so we
So-
operated there 10 plus years and never had any incidents. As far as having to call them down, we handled business, we made our money, and we moved out. We got to get out of the hood, because pretty wild over there for 10 years.
Wild
A
West.
lot of stuff like the Wild West.
Yeah, it was different. It was
Hey,
different.
Chris,
Big
I
time.
got to ask you. We're kind of backtracking a little bit, but I'm curious. The first thing I want to ask you is, Moreno was talking about how you really kind of brought a lot of tattoo artists through here.
Yes, sir.
My question is, do you have any guys that have come through here that have kind of done you dirty? Like, you've spent all this time getting them up to par,
Yes.
giving them a place to practice their craft. Have you had any guys that have
I'm gonna,
left here and then kind of jacked you? in
I'm gonna
that
intervene
aspect?
with my white friend right now and let him know that, bro. You don't have to answer that question.
No.
We're good to
Well,
go. You know
I
what
mean,
I'm saying?
I'm naturally curious.
I'll answer for him.
I'm naturally
Listen, bro.
curious.
Listen, we
I'll
don't want to
just-
start no
no,
wars
no.
out here, start
Nah.
some shit out here.
Yeah,
You know
it's,
what I'm saying?
it's not about that. I'm just like, because I'm just trying to show the depth of this
Yes.
guy. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a-
Because
it's a
this
good
guy,
question.
bro.
It's a
this
really
guy
good question.
has
It's a
brought
really good
in
question.
a lot of
Big time.
It's a
people.
really good
He's
question.
had a lot of experience.
Yeah.
He's had several shops,
sir.
and I'm just curious.
I'll put it this way. I'm used to it already. I'm used to it
No
already.
shit.
It's a part of the business, and it
Wow.
happens to everyone.
I'm
it doesn't
like-
matter what shop you own, it's going to happen to you.
Wow.
So it's just a part of the business, and you learn to deal with it. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. More guys had loyalty.
Yeah.
Now it's just a whole different thing, So you learn to adapt and just go with it. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, and I'm gonna kind of go with my friendship with
That's
Tank
actually,
here.
that was a fucking perfect answer, bro. I got to tell you
Yeah,
that
yeah,
right now.
no, it really
I
is.
would have been like, yeah,
I don't take
still
this one
wanna
to heart
fuck him
anymore.
Fuck this
I don't take it to
motherfucker. Fuck. Hey, if you're out there
I used to
listening,
be like
fuck
that.
you and
I'm
fuck
not
you
like
and
that no
fuck
more.
you.
No, dude.
There's
To
enough
me,
for all of us to get
yeah,
it.
to me, it comes down to this, bro. And I am very respectful when people want to take me under their arms and show me the world. They want to show me the business. And
Right.
to me, if someone takes me in and wants to educate me and make me better,
Yeah.
I am undyingly
You're
loyal.
old school. You're old
Yeah.
school like
Yeah,
me.
that's
And-
it.
Well, that's how we
roll.
were
Yeah.
raised.
That's
Yeah.
it.
We never bought that.
Yeah.
We never bit the hand that fed us. We
Dude,
never did
exactly,
that.
bro.
But
Exactly.
that's a different era, bro. We're Gen Z. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're Gen X, right?
Yeah.
Gen
Gen
X.
Gen
yeah.
So
X.
Gen Z is a whole different thing, But
Dude, you make a
big
point,
time.
bro. And
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to
yeah.
push buttons or stuff.
No, no, I know.
I'm
I was
naturally
just
curious.
fucking around,
though.
bro. You know how I am.
I'm
I would
naturally
fucking talk
curious
shit, you know what I mean?
because-
It's a
Fuck
good
you.
question, though. It's a
It-
good
Yeah,
it-
no,
it
that
fucking
really
happens.
It happens to everybody.
Dude, even in our daily life, me and Tank, we've dealt with it with guys. Even outside of that, with my work and things like
Yeah.
you bring people in,
People turn
you
on
kind
you,
of
bro,
want to educate
quick,
them, and the
bro.
next thing you know, you're the fucking bad guy.
For that reason, I've literally had only 2 apprentices for that reason.
Really?
Because I know myself, if I get fucked over, they're gonna get fucked too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
and,
no,
and I'd
because
rather
it's
not.
personal, bro.
And I'd rather
Because
not
it's-
put myself in that
Right.
situation.
When
You know?
it comes
Yeah.
to fucking livelihood, it's a whole different story.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Somebody
absolutely.
fucking
I mean,
told you
like-
what your
like-
livelihood,
like-
Exactly.
like now you're
absolutely,
not
dude.
you're not just fucking with me.
Yeah.
You're fucking with my kids, my
Yes.
lady,
Yeah,
my
exactly.
home,
Exactly.
everything,
Some
everything
people
that I
don't
provide
understand
for.
that. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't understand that
Yeah.
unless they're put in that situation. But I sit back and I watch them, because I'll sit back and watch it happen to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like over and over. I see
It's
these
karma,
guys.
bro. It's karma.
You know what I'm saying?
Karma,
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You know.
See, that's wisdom right there, Tank.
Nobody
this
ever,
guy has some
hey,
wisdom,
one more
dude.
thing I want to say is nobody ever put me on game. Nobody ever gave me a job.
Nope.
Nobody ever gave me a tattoo. I'm self-made. I'm the original. I'm self-made. 20-something years in business. Never had anybody give me a job. Never worked for anybody. Been working for myself for the whole time. Never had anybody do anything for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
And that's it.
I fucking love that, bro.
And that's
Honestly,
as gangsters it fucking gets right
I love
there,
that,
bro.
dude.
When it comes to that business, bro, that's it. Factual.
That's fucking
You know what I'm
factual
saying?
right there. You know what I mean?
Yep. But that's why you are where you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you got what you got and you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to fucking ask nobody for nothing. You fucking did your shit. You did it how you did it, and you got here. And that's why you're the only fucking tattoo shop at fucking Coachella Fest.
because Chris, I
It's
can
that
tell you
simple.
right now,
You know what
dude.
I mean? There's a reason for
Tank-
that. That shit doesn't
Yeah.
just happen. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, Tank talks very highly of you. When I go and get tattoos at the guy I've been using for a couple of years, he'll be like, "Motherfucker," like, dude.
I'm telling you, bro. Like,
and I'm like, bro, I'm just,
Hey,
you know,
you're
and that's
staying
the
loyal,
thing.
bro. That's
I
cool.
am
I like that.
loyal
You know
to
what
the
I'm saying?
people who
appreciate
take
that.
care of me.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that more than a guy that jumps around, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, I will tell you
For
this.
sure.
I will tell you this. Now that my sleeves are done, I wanna sleeve up my legs, and I got a couple tattoos on the back of my legs. I want to get them full color, and then I want to expand and add to them. And you know, now we're here. I think you're gonna be my new guy, dude.
I
Cause
got you,
like
brother.
I just,
Whenever you're ready, yeah.
you
for
know,
sure.
I want to get that done. I took that shit very serious. I'm very loyal to people who take care of me,
yeah,
and that's just how I roll. And Tank rolls the same way.
that's it.
Tramp stamp and all.
Motherfucker. Just
I
wait.
knew it.
Just wait till the drive home, bro. There's gonna be some putazos in that car.
Car jiu-jitsu and shit.
That's it. I told you, martial arts. I'm gonna fucking show him some of that shit in the fucking car.
Hey,
So,
Love you, bro. Love you,
Art, my
dog.
buddy at Art Over Fame, he's running the dojo he's talking about there now.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
a new
yeah,
dojo
yeah,
there,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Art Over Fame, Old Town Indio.
And it was hard, bro, because I drove by there a while back, right? Maybe a couple months ago, and I saw that it was a new dojo. And inside, it was like that was my home because that's where I fucking
I
grew
remember,
up. You
I
know what I
remember
mean?
you bringing me in there.
Fucking 8 years old, bro.
That
Like
guy
I
we
got
were
kicked out.
kids.
I got kicked out of
No.
there because I went to I think it was like 3 months of taekwondo there.
Yeah.
I went to school, fucking fucked up some of my bullies, and
Yeah. Oh,
nice.
because he
Yeah.
was strict about that.
Yeah.
So check this out.
he
So
was really strict.
yeah. So when I first
Yeah.
started, he was a sensei, and then he got promoted to Shihan, right?
Yeah.
Jesse Canedo. That he was
Remember
like
Jesse.
Yeah.
like a father to me, right?
Yeah, he was cool as
So
fuck.
yeah, bro. So when dude, if you got fucked in trouble in school, like you
Yeah.
got in trouble, my pops was like, "It's all right.
Yeah,
Just wait
good
till
job.
just wait till I take you to class."
Fucking high five.
And I tell Shihan,
Yeah.
so don't worry about it. And then my dad would fucking go in there. My dad would go talk to him, and Shihan would be like, "Oh, he did what? All right, good to
So-
go." And guess
yeah.
what? I would get fucked up that night,
So
right?
it was your dad's
oh,
fault.
oh yeah, you want to fucking act up in school. You want to do this. You want to do that. He like, it wasn't just martial arts training.
No.
It was life training.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
This is how
Yeah.
you're supposed to be.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Yeah.
how you're supposed to act. This is the respect that you show people. You know, he would not just talk to you about karate. He would talk to you about you don't sit
Yeah.
down and shake hands. You stand up and you shake hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you talk to somebody, you look them in the eye.
Right.
Right? It's the respect. He taught you how to be a respectful person, man or woman, it didn't matter.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And those were the lessons that you fucking grew up with. And that shit doesn't exist anymore. I mean, I guess it does in certain
really
certain
doesn't,
things,
bro.
but
It's-
I
it's
taught my
tough.
kids-
Jiu-jitsu it
far and
does.
few in
Jiu-jitsu
between,
it
you
does.
know?
I taught
Coachella
my
Valley
kids
Judo,
how to do that
Coachella
shit.
Valley Judo and Roll Dog Jiu-Jitsu. They teach you.
There
that
you go.
shit, bro.
That's the kind of stuff, man. You get kids
Love those
involved in
guys.
that, and you
Yeah.
start them early, and you start teaching them this respect will bring back those old values that have been lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now it's fucking TikTok and Instagram and all this other fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And there's no respect. There's no values. Back then, you fucked up. You paid for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you knew. You were more afraid of what was going to happen when you got home
Yeah.
than anything else.
Bro,
Hey,
those
no,
days
no,
are
no.
long gone, bro. It really fucking
yeah, but
is,
you know
man.
what? Sometimes maybe it's time to bring that shit back, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe
Hey,
it's time to bring
I
that
agree.
respect back.
Same thing with
So-
bullying. Sometimes bullies need to fucking be out there because some of these guys on the younger level, dude, are just fucking clueless and need to learn the ropes sometimes, dude.
I don't know about bullying because bullies need to
No,
get fucked
I'm not
up,
saying
but
bully like bully people
what
that
I'm
are
saying?
smaller than you.
Yeah.
I'm talking about bullying
In
the
general,
jackasses who are fucking doing the bullying,
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like those motherfuckers are the ones that need to be bullied, dude.
So we're getting close to the end here. You guys got any shout outs you want to throw out there to your people? Anybody? Throw them out
just,
there.
You know,
Family?
shout out to my wife for putting up with my bullshit. You know,
There
every
you
fucking
go.
day. You know, my kids. I want to send a shout out to Chris Reyes. You know, Joe Reyes. You know, for giving me a home to fucking tattoo. For the guys that work here with me, Casp, fucking Brian, Ambition Tattoos.
That's it.
Hey, Mr. Flacco, rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know, he will
Yeah.
be my boy. You know, the mentor that taught me how to tattoo. Savage.
Nice.
You know, and my family. You know, my extended family as well. You know.
That's
Yeah.
good shit. Hey,
That's it.
hey, before we close this out, I do have one other question that's been on my mind since we've been here, because we were talking about equipment and stuff that has been kind of changing since back in the day. I hear that there's like, it's not a lotion. It's like it's something like that.
A cream?
A cream of sorts that you rub on before you get the tats.
Oh, numbing cream.
Does that stuff work? Like I've heard that this shit works. Not that I need it, but I'm just like, is this like a new thing now? Like I'm
just asking
confused.
for a friend. Yeah.
Ah, this motherfucker, dog.
Well,
It's like-
Just asking for a friend.
The new thing is anesthesia. That's the new thing.
What?
Bro. These guys are paying thousands of dollars to get put to sleep to get tattooed.
what?
I do
Yeah.
not recommend that. I'm not cool with that.
Neither am I.
No, I don't
Really?
agree
Like
with that at all, man.
you like literally shoot them with a shot
I
and then they
don't.
go
No,
night
they
night?
get
or-
So
put
there's
to
companies
sleep.
that get put to sleep?
They get
Oh, yeah.
intubated.
Yeah,
They get intubated and all that fucking the whole fucking 9 yards.
yeah.
They
That's
get
Just so they don't have to deal with the
crazy,
pain.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they'll get
Yeah.
tattooed by like 3 or 4 artists at one time,
Yeah.
so their whole body.
The whole
But
fucking
there's
body being
after
tough.
effects to that going on right now. I've
Yeah.
heard of guys having like crazy bruising all through their body after they wake up and stuff like that. But,
Wow.
that's the new thing. But the numbing cream, it does work. It does work.
Really?
It does work. It helps. You know, when
If
I
you
get
apply
tattooed
it
now,
right.
I'll apply a little
Right.
now here and there, and it takes the edge off. You know, it just
You know what my numbing cream
Oh,
is,
fuck,
bro?
There's-
It's called beer and 420. That's my
Fucking guy
numbing
right
cream,
here.
bro. I'm
Yeah,
just
me too.
saying.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. After so many hours, when your shit starts fucking shaking and shit, you're like, oh fuck. I can understand some of that shit, right? But fuck, bro, like.
Yeah, but anesthesia?
No,
That's
no,
a
no,
new
no, I
one
don't know
for
about
me,
the
bro.
fucking-
I've never heard that
going
shit.
under
all
the
over the
shit. No,
internet,
no, no,
yeah.
no. I can understand you getting a big piece done, and you know you're gonna be in the fucking chair for several fucking hours, and then all of a sudden you know what I'm talking about. At
There's-
first, your fucking your adrenaline, all that shit kicks in. You're good. You can last for a couple of hours,
Yeah.
2-3 hours. You're solid. But after that, goddamn, every little fucking thing, your fucking shit starts shaking. You know what I'm talking
I'm
about?
old school. I believe you got to earn that though.
Hey,
Yeah.
You got to get it.
that's it.
Does it
That's
make
it.
Does it make sense to you? Say a guy comes in, wants you to do full fucking back piece, bro, from fucking shoulders down to his waist. Does it make sense to you to do the whole tat, color and all, or do you want to do separate sessions? I mean, what is that? What does that entail?
Separate sessions would be best. You know.
Yeah.
Only because you know like.
You're gonna get a better product.
Our hands get tired, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and you know our vision gets kind of fucked
Yeah.
with, you know what I mean, just staring at somebody's back for fucking 9 hours, you know.
That's
Yeah.
that's
I
kind of
think
how
sessions
I've
would
done
be-
it.
But if they don't live here in town, you know what I mean, like I would try to push it off in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
usually when
Simplify
I'll go,
the fuck out of it though. you
oh yeah,
know,
for
or something.
sure.
Yeah.
I'll try to get
then-
like if it's gonna be something big, I'll do like the outline first, and
Yeah.
then I'll come back and do the coloring once it's healed.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
some motherfuckers they're like, no, I want the whole thing done right now. I'm like, dude, just fucking take your time. Why?
Yeah.
What's the rush?
You know what?
It's a
I
rush.
got a saying. It's quality over quantity.
quantity. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Whatever's
over
gonna give you
quantity.
the best product, right?
yeah, it takes time. You know, you can't rush the tattoo process for sure.
Yeah.
If you want a
Takes
nice,
time.
beautiful fucking tattoo,
Yeah,
rushing
your
it
time.
and shit. You know what I mean?
definitely.
So Chris,
Yeah.
I know we didn't give you
Yeah.
a chance, but you have any shout outs for anybody?
Yeah, just to my kids. Basically, they're the loves of my life. So Jaden, Fat Boy, Haley, Seth, and Kaylee. That's about
That's it.
Yeah, my
That's
mother
it.
and
Oh
father.
shit! You know what, bro? I'm sorry.
Oh.
I didn't.
Mom.
I didn't switch the camera. Damn it!
Okay, do it again. One more
Do
time.
it again, and we'll fucking
Right.
get that done.
So
Chris.
he didn't have
Yeah.
the camera on you when you said
Yeah,
it last
yeah,
time. There you
definitely. I
go.
want to give a shout out to my kids, basically. Just my son J Ray, Fat Boy,
Awesome.
Haley, Seth, and Kaylee.
Awesome.
That's it.
Um,
And then you mentioned your parents, so
Yeah.
Mama Rita,
Yes.
Papa Joe, and then your brother
That's
Joe,
Yeah.
Freddie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now,
Hello.
I knew her
Hello.
as Edom, but I think she goes by Michelle now, right?
Yeah.
But like cousins back in the day, we grew up together, man. I'm telling you, my 15th birthday, bro. I'm gonna tell you about my 15th birthday party. All right, real quick before we shut this down.
Well, it's
My-
okay because I got another question for the gentleman. Why are
Well,
we closing
I'ma
out right
tell-
now?
I'ma
I
tell
got
you-
something to say.
All right, perfect. I got an old story to tell, right? So my dad's like, "Hey, you're turning 15. This was the year before I moved out of here, right? What do you want to do for your 15th birthday party?" I'm like, "I want to have a party, but I want a keg." And my dad's like, "You want a fucking keg?"
Okay.
He's like, "Yeah, right." So
You mean a cake?
yeah, a cake. That's what I said, a cake, right? Nah, that would be illegal. But it is what it is. So we're talking way back in the day, right? 90s, right? My dad's like, fuck. He's like, listen, I don't know what the fuck you're going to do. What are you going to do with it? I'm like, I don't know. We'll go have a fucking hangout. So I go hang out at one of my best friend's houses over here, right?
Yeah.
And we fucking, a keg shows up.
Oh shit.
But the rule was you can't leave the fucking house. That was the rule. You fucking stay here.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna fucking do what you're
That's
gonna
good
do.
parenting right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. We invited some fucking friends over. We hung out and we killed the motherfucking keg. Bro.
Nice.
15 years old, right?
Fucking A.
Back then, it is what it is. Now fucking CPS and all that
Yeah.
other bullshit. Back then, there was
Bro,
none of that bullshit.
My
you know what I'm
dad got me fucked up on tequila. Rest in peace, my dad. He got fucked me. He got me fucked up on tequila, on purpose, right? So
saying? Just so you know.
just so I know, fuck, that was the worst mistake of his life.
That's
Okay, how old were you, bro?
I was 13.
Hell yeah, right?
I was 13. I was
So-
like, uno más.
and, then the next day, you were like, no mas,
So you
no
were
mas.
like 5 drinks and you were done.
No,
dude.
yeah, I was like fucking yeah, like 5 tequila shots. But the next day, I still wanted to drink some more. that's
Hey,
that's
bro,
where he
but
fucked up.
we thought we were the shit, right? We're
Yeah.
fucking out there pumping kegs and fucking drinking this beer and
That's
all
right,
this
that's
shit,
right,
right? And the next day, we're like all fucked up, and my dad's like, no que no, cabrón. All right, rest in peace to my pops too. But he was like, all right, now you understand.
Yeah,
Oh, you want to
totally.
be big? Oh, fuck that. All right, never again.
My
But
dad
it
got
was-
me fucked
Hey,
up.
but that was some good shit, man.
Okay.
Back in the day, you could do shit like that, right?
Yeah, for real.
You know?
Yeah.
And Chris's dad, Joe, was like, you motherfuckers ain't going nowhere. You fucking right here in the garage. You guys stay
That's
right
what's up.
here.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking have a good time, but you ain't going nowhere. That's that.
Yeah,
and we
okay.
fucking hung
Yeah.
out, bro, and we had a good time. 90s, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back in the day, you could do shit like that. Now,
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
now, fuck, forget about it. But that's the way we grew up.
Well, I got one more question for you, Chris, before we close down. And I meant to kind of throw this at you earlier, and it's for you as well, Moreno. A lot of tattoos artists have their own specialty. What's your guys' specialty? I want to know.
Yeah, we get asked that pretty often.
Yeah.
I don't really consider myself like a specialty artist. I basically do everything. We run what's considered a street shop here, so which means anybody from the public can come in at any time and get a tattoo, and we get stuff ranging from little names to infinity signs to portraits to whatever.
Portraits
you know
are
what
a
I'm
big deal.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's,
bro.
that's why I was
try,
asking.
I try to teach my guys to do everything.
Yeah.
We're here, and at the end of the day, we're here to make money. We're here to support our family. So you want to do everything. You don't want to be that guy, oh, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to
Yeah.
get that money, and that's what it's all about. I'm going to be honest with you. 9 out of 10 tattoos that I do not want to do. I do not care for them. I do not like the design that they want, but I'm only going to do it because the money. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I got to feed my family. And
Well,
this is my
yeah.
grind, you know? So we'll do it. 9 out of 10 tattoos we don't want to do, we'll do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
How about you, Marino?
I gotta agree with Chris. We're well-rounded, pretty much.
Yeah.
Really?
With every style, I want to say. It's kind of funny because I was just talking to one of my Uber drivers yesterday, and he was asking me that question. He's like, "What style do you specialize in?" I told him, you know what? To be honest with you, when I first started learning how to tattoo, I wanted to do like this Chicano stuff. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to be specialized in. You know, as soon as I got into a shop, I realized that wasn't really popular with everybody. You know, and so I found myself, you know, trying to you know, do every types of specials, you know, of styles, of styles and stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, I know some
agree with
people are
Chris.
really strong with portraits. Like portraits, pretty fucking big deal.
Yeah.
You fuck up a portrait, I mean,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
no
Yeah.
fixing that shit.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I was like, I've actually been in shops where, like, if the guy is not cool with portraits, he's like, I don't do portraits, bro.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to get my niece and nephew tattooed on my ribs,
Yeah.
and the guy I went to was like, no, bro, I'm not gonna do your portrait. I can't do it.
I've seen guys
So-
get beat up over bad portraits.
Really?
Really?
Going on
Are
record.
you serious?
Oh yeah.
No
oh, yeah.
shit.
I'm an old shop in Old Town, Indio. You did a bad tattoo on somebody.
It was game
It's,
on.
Wow.
Stand
it's
by.
personal. You know what I'm saying? That's their kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just want the money. You're gonna take it real quick, and then you mess up the tattoo.
Valiendo
Yeah.
quequis.
There's repercussions for everything that you do in this world. You know?
Wow. That's
Yeah. I've seen a lot
crazy.
of shit, and we've only touched on like 2% of what I've seen in the industry. for
No
the last
shit.
couple years. So it's
Well,
like-
Tank, you know what that means? We're gonna have to come and do this again and
Yeah.
get some
Yeah.
more stories, dude. Because
Hell
it's been a
yeah.
great
Yeah,
time,
we'll
dude.
tell you some good ones
Hey,
next time.
So,
And I tell you what, we appreciate you guys letting us come here and do. This is the first time we've done 23 episodes. This is 24.
Nice.
This is the first time we've done anything
like remote, like
out of
this.
remotely.
Yeah,
it's
like-
been a lot of fun.
We've you know, he's partnered up with another podcast company, excuse me, and done a remote thing there. But this is the first time that it's been us remote somewhere with an interview. Usually the guests come to us, but I knew that this was something that had to be done in the shop. It just wouldn't make sense doing
Totally.
it outside of the shop. You know what I'm saying? Because we're here talking about what this is all about. And what better way to do that than to have somebody in the background getting a fucking tattoo while we're talking to you? You know what I mean?
Yes.
They
that's
get
the
to
whole
see.
point.
Yeah, they get to see what goes on here every day.
Daily
you know?
life.
We
You know
got
what I'm saying?
piercings, tattoos, custom paint jobs, haircuts.
Oh, by the way,
Oh, yeah, that's
mechanic,
right. I was
I do
just-
everything.
We
I-
do
I tell you what.
babysitting too. Nah, just kidding.
hey,
Except for that.
well, I can see why we got some ladies up in here. Hey, no, but honestly, this is the first tattoo shop I've seen where you can actually get a fucking
Yeah.
haircut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That is fucking classic.
The only one in town. Only one in town.
Very classic,
Remember
and
that.
I've never seen that. I think that's fucking fantastic.
Not only that, but you
bro.
come in,
Thank
bro. The artwork on the wall, you can purchase.
Yes.
So this
yes.
is
yes.
you got a
Everything's for sale.
tattoo shop, you have a barbershop, you have an art gallery, and not only that, but the artistry goes out to
Totally.
vehicles as well. You can get custom fucking helmets painted. You can get your cars custom painted. You can get all that shit because what I was talking about earlier, being a fucking artist,
Yeah.
it's not just tattoos. You're a
Yeah.
fucking artist because you're an artist.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Right?
I have my
so
shop
that
out
shit extends
back.
to everything.
Yep.
So if
Yeah.
there's anything you want to do, you come down here. You want fucking car painted, bike painted, helmets painted,
Yep.
fucking t-shirts, whatever the fuck you want to do.
Airbrush.
Everything. They fucking get down because they're actual artists. It's not just
Like right now,
limited.
hold on a second. Hey, ladies, are you guys getting your nose pierced? Is that what's happening right now? Dang, dude, you do a little bit of everything
Oh
here.
yeah. Body piercings
Oh,
are
yeah.
really popular.
That's fucking awesome,
Body
dude.
piercings is like one of our main sources of income right now. It's huge right now with the youngsters. The body piercing.
Good
Hey,
stuff.
I love the fact that you're multi-diverse. You're
You
doing
have
a
to. You
lot of
have to
different
nowadays
things,
just to
dude.
survive in this economy. I'm gonna mention, all you
Fuck
Biden
Biden.
supporters, bro.
Fuck
You
Biden.
guys got to. I don't know what you guys are doing out there, what you're thinking about, or
Fucking
what's
dumbasses.
going on, but you got business owners
cancel me,
out
though.
here like me, 20-some years in the game, and we're trying to survive, and you guys are just hurting us in the pocketbooks.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
what-
what? You guys aren't voting for Kamala? Come on, dude. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just an FYI, okay?
Don't
cancel us.
Don't cancel us.
Crazy times we're
we,
living in right now.
we need Papi Trump with them stimmies checks, you know what I mean?
Let me bring Trump back in. Honestly, we were doing great when he was in house.
Yeah, he was.
And he was in house when we were going through COVID and everything, and we were thriving here. We
Heck
were
yeah.
just thriving, and even with COVID going on, you know, we were thriving.
$5 became gas money again. You know?
Dang.
Hey, bro, that was a long time
So
ago.
remember,
Fuck,
people, you got to
bro.
vote November.
Yeah.
That's it.
Vote
Do-
November.
Do your part, you know,
Yep.
do your part.
Yep.
And vote for what's
Yes.
right for us and,
Yes.
and our families and our kids.
And our future.
That's it.
Dude, at the end of the day, I'm all about being able to take care of your families, work hard, play hard, and
Yeah.
benefit from capitalism.
Yeah.
All
That's
right, and that's really what it's about to
That's
me,
what it
dude.
is. That's
As long as you
what it
can
is.
make a living off what you're doing. You know, when you can't, you know, when you have a career and you can't support yourself off of your fucking career, there's a fucking problem.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Hey,
Okay,
bro, but,
so-
but honestly, going back to, like, touching on that a little bit, the American dream, right? This is the country where a 20-year-old can go out, petition,
True.
get his
True.
fucking license, start a business, and fucking 25 years later plus still be fucking in business, rocking it,
Yeah, I
doing
love
what
America.
he's doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got mad
This- that's-
respect for
that's
you,
what this
Chris.
country's all
Seriously,
about.
that's
You know what I'm saying?
outstanding, bro.
For sure.
So, good shit. So
Well-
I think that kind of wraps it up. We're
Yeah, man.
We're gonna shut it down, but we're
Yeah.
here at Bloodline Tattoos and Barbershop in Palm Desert, California, right off of Cook Street. If you guys are interested in getting some artwork done, whatever type of artwork that is, because there's a variety here. Getting a haircut, come
Yep.
on down, piercings, the whole fucking works. You come down and you see Bloodline Tattoos in Palm Desert. You can't go wrong.
Yeah,
you go.
man. It's been great meeting you guys and chatting with
Pleasure's
you.
all my
Yeah,
ours.
Mine
well,
too.
yeah, we appreciate you having us here, and we're gonna have you guys back on the show, man. It's been a great time, dude,
Okay. I'm
and
down.
I'm down.
appreciate it.
We'll go round two. We'll get deeper into depth of
That's it.
Oh yeah,
what really happened in the 90s and the 2000s.
for sure,
We
dude.
kept it G-rated. Next time we're going to do
We're gonna let it out.
We're gonna let it all out.
Hey, any last minute shout outs for you guys?
No,
I know we already give shout outs to family and stuff, but hey, we appreciate y'all having us. With that being said, you good,
Let's
Tank?
do it.
You got
We're
anything
good.
else to do? Tank?
No, I think we're solid. Let's do it. Deuces.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to episode 24. We appreciate y'all tuning in to our dumbasses and listening to us.
Yeah, we're on everything, man. We're
Yep.
on Spotify. We're on iTunes.
Yep.
We're on YouTube. Every fucking thing that you can listen to a podcast on, we are on.
Nice.
So we'll be
Yep.
on there. We'll be posting this shit, and we'll be going. We'll probably be posting this by next Friday, no later.
Actually,
so.
I'm thinking of posting this tomorrow, dude.
Well, fuck it. And
so,
tomorrow
like,
it is what it is. So,
Fuck it.
so check us
so
out.
yeah, we'll post it tomorrow on YouTube, and then it's probably gonna take a week or so to get it posted on Spotify and all the platforms. But we'll let you all know.
Yeah.
So hey, with that being said, thank you for tuning in to listening to another episode of Spirits, Biker Shit, and Nonsense. Please, please, please like and share
And subscribe.
us and subscribe us. If you like what we're doing, hey, we ain't going nowhere.
There you
That
go.
being
That's
said,
it.
peace out, people.
Peace out.
Peace out.